welcome to week 4 of the SSBL. Plug my mic back. Thing is good to go, and we will get underway here. Express and the Lumberjacks. With this for the Express, and everyone should be up to their final pitch. Have everyone in the right spot. Let's grab just in case. Found wood. Found wood is still back behind. Oh no, he was a cave. See, Hummus is in the chat, so I will pull up the team channel. Sub Found wood. Else? Richards. Mono. Slide. Play ball. First game of week number 4. It's the 3-0 Lumberjacks against the 0-3 Express as we go to Apple Field. Update our schedule tonight. Press, turn off. Jacks. Then game 2 is going to be another. Oh no, it's a 3-0 versus 3-0. So that's going to be fun. We got shots. Boom shots. Just the wrong fielders very next game. So that's going to be, yeah, big game. Who can go 4-0 there? Guaranteed at least 1-4 to the Sims. Have Cyclones and the Stingers, a pair of 1 and 2 teams, to fight back to 200. Already up there. That's a ground to third, and Rivet Hurls can't handle it. It goes into left field, and leadoff runner aboard for the Express. It's up Edwin Valenzuela. Okay, and oh, that's a shot. Center field. Back it goes. It is gone. And the Express strike quickly. A 2-run shot, 456 feet. And Valenzuela puts the Express up 2-0.
Third baseman, number 6, Pine Dealer.
Okay. High rollers and no one to third, but a much easier play there for Hurls. He gets it to Hale in time for out number 1.
Number 13, Vigo dozen rolls.
Scoreboard all situated. 1 down, and here is Vigo dozen rolls. That one in the stands, 1 and 2. Oakley last season for the Lumberjacks.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 44, Eddie Ortiz.
Regular season started 8 games, only had a 1-1 record, 4.6 ERA, 1.28 WHIP, 22 earned runs through 43 innings of work, on a batting average of .276, 38 strikeouts to 8 walks, and a skied into right. Wadney Winces there for out number 3, and we'll head to the bottom of the first. Lumberjacks trailing this one early 2-0. See the top of the order due up here.
Number 66. Ball begins.
Got Bryant Foundwood side. Bryant Foundwood actually was a relief pitcher last season, playing out of the bullpen for season 11.
Now batting.
Had a, wow,
Number 13.
very different
Gordon.
tale of the tape for Bryant Foundwood last year in the regular season. Went 0-2 through 11 appearances at a 5.49 ERA. Gave up 12 earned runs through 19 2/3 innings, 15 strikeouts to 8 walks, a 3.25 opponent batting average. But then in the postseason appeared in 6 games, a .84 ERA, 1 earned run through 10 1/3. Opponent batting average down to .626. A very different tale of the tape for this man. What is his first start after being the relief pitcher last year? 1 out double. We got Grin Wyatt at the plate. Other than hitting the double and then stealing third, I believe that's Adele Gordon. Pretty sure she hits in front of Wyatt. Adele Gordon right now going down as one of the steals of the draft, being late in the first round at 21 overall. That's a gapper. That's going to roll to the wall. 1 run is in. Will we have a tie game? Sacred up with it. Wyatt will stay put at third, but it's 2-1.
Now batting. The first baseman. Number 69. Eduardo Hale.
That one's down into left, and that will tie the game. They're going to send the runner home, and the Lumberjacks will have the lead 3-2 here in the bottom of the first.
Third baseman. Number 17. Rivet Pearls.
It was Hummus and Shag talking about it on the podcast over the weekend on Sunday, talking about how he could see a lot of offense this week, getting to number 4 spot on the starting pitcher rotations. So far, we have seen just that. 5 runs here. The first inning between the Lumberjacks and the Express here. And a swing and a miss there for out number 2. That brings up Flip Peck.
Number 6. Flip Peck.
Thinking about it. Sure, I export last week's video of odds.
Now batting. A catcher. Number 9. Buck Hinton. Now base running. Eleanor.
Oh no, Flip Peck got hurt. A pulled hammy for Peck. That's not great. To the bench the Lumberjacks have to go. And a swing and a miss to end the inning. The Lumberjacks take the lead 3-2 as we head to the top of the second.
Now batting. The left fielder. Number 15. Nadia Garrison.
That is down into left center. Leadoff base hit for the Express.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 37, Avenue Shepard.
Let's see. Week 4. Runner going to second, and runner is gone. Not a very fast runner there. 1-2. Here to Shepard. She pops this one up right side. Hale will make the grab for out number 2 and brings up Camilla Keller.
Camilla Keller.
And swing and a miss. Down she goes. And we'll go bottom 2 here. Parmigiano, Higgins, and Gordon due up for the Lumberjacks.
The shortstop, number 42, down there, Parmigiano.
Grounder first. Dozen rolls. Flips to Foundwood. All covered in time for out number 1.
Second baseman, number 66, Bo Higgins.
Higgins goes up the middle, and he'll be aboard for good old Adele Gordon.
Number 13,
Hit the walk-off home run against the Knights last game that gave them the 7-5 win in extra innings to push them to 3-0. This is popped up right field and down. Oh, but it's not going to be a base hit. Runner got held up between the base paths, and it turns into a 9-4 putout. Steals another base. Already a couple of stolen bases for Gordon in this one. It triggers RBI hero for Wyatt. Into right, and this will be caught by Sacred for out number 3. And we'll head to top of the third. 3-2 still the score. It's Stevenson, Sacred, and Valenzuela due up.
The second baseman, number 22, Kaylee Stevenson.
That's a roller to Higgins. Easy play there for out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 25, Alan Sacred.
Another one into right and caught by Wentz. That's 2 away.
The center
And
fielder,
here is
number
Edwin
23,
Valenzuela.
Edwin Valenzuela.
Grounded to Hurls. Across the diamond. In time for round number 3. Oakley. Couple of clean innings work after the 2-run home run in the first. We'll go bottom 3. It is 4, 5, and 6 due up.
14, Rodney
Prince, a rocket into center, but Valenzuela able to make the catch. Not only make the catch, but able to track that one down. It's one down here for Eduardo Hale. That's a grounder short to first for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 17, Rivets
2-2. And that is popped up. Trending foul, but stays in play for Sacred for round number 3. So a couple of quiet half innings after the first. We'll go top 4. Pine Dealer, Dozen Rolls, and Eddie Ortiz due up for the Express. Express trying to prevent the 0-4 start to the season. They're with Whiffer activated on a full count. Fouls off another one. And he will end up drawing a walk.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 13, Vigo Dozen Rolls.
Oh, Parmigiano able to climb the ladder for that one. Takes away a base hit, if not extra bases there from the Express. See a 1-2 count here to Ortiz. 51 pitches here on Lee here. One out in the 4th. And a swing and a miss gets Ortiz on the strikeout. 2 down here for Garrison. Dealer will steal second, so tying run in scoring position. Goes up the middle, Higgins throws it in the dirt, but Hale just able to pick it out. Get out number 3 and send us to the bottom of the 4th. One down here for Buck Hinton. This is a grounder to Stevenson. That's out number 2. And here is the 9-hole Devonair Parmigiano. And a swing and a miss from Parmigiano, and we'll head to the 5th.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 37, Avenue Shepard.
That one's ripped into right, and a diving attempt there, but it gets past him and bounces off the wall. And the Express bring the tying runner to the plate.
Number 19, Camila Keller.
Or excuse me, though, the tying run into scoring position, my bad. Popped up into left, and that won't advance the runners.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 22, Kaylee Stevenson.
Right to Parmigiano. They're going to get the runner in a rundown going second to third. Parmigiano with the tag out, so now it's 2 down. Runner at first for Alan Sacred. Sacred into right. It's going to be caught by Wentz in front of the warning track. Round number 3, we go bottom 5. Still 3-2 Lumberjacks. Top of the order due up for them here.
The second baseman, number 66, Bo Higgins.
Oh, hold on. I'll be right back.
Now pitching, Alora Montez. Ren Wyatt.
Whoa, what did I miss? Ow. 3-run home run.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 69, Eduardo Hale.
Oh, I missed a couple home runs. I missed a home run right as I left.
Number 17, Rivet Earls.
Oh my, there's another one. Lumberjacks have blown the door off of this one. 8-2 now. As Hurls goes into right 412 feet for his third of the season.
Left fielder, number 29, Eleanor Beard. Now batting, the catcher, number 9, Buck Henson.
So a 5-run 5th inning makes it 8-2 Lumberjacks.
Center fielder, number 23, Edwin Valenzuela. Now batting, the third baseman, number 6, Hein Dealer. Now pitching,
And
Reese
Oakley's night is
Wilkerson.
done. Reese Wilkerson will come into the game. Lead off base runner for the Express, trying to bounce off of that. That one bounces off of Hale's leg, it looked like. And first 2 runners have reached here for the Express.
Number 13,
And Dozen rolls into left center. Goodbye, baseball, 8-5. A blink of an eye, it's a 3-run game once again. Wilkerson's start to the season has not been swell. ERA up over 40. And Ortiz couldn't quite get that one to fall fair. Swings and misses at that one.
Now back, the left fielder, number 50, Nadia Garrison. Now batting, the shortstop, number 37, Avenue Shepard.
Strikeout there, 2 down with the runner aboard here for Camilla Keller. And caught by Gordon for out number 3. Express get some of the runs back, make it 8-5 going to the bottom of the 6th. Popped up center field, hit into left center field, and caught by Valenzuela for out number 1.
The second baseman, number 66, Bo
Higgins. 2-2 here to Higgins, and strike 3 called.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 13, Adele Gordon.
2-2. Rocket foul. Gordon will draw the walk.
A designated hitter, number 64, Rand Wyatt.
She goes, and another stolen base. That's at least 3 or 4 on the game for her. Wyatt into right, but Sacred just able to grab it. For out number 3, we go to the top of the 7th. It's Stevenson, Sacred, and Valenzuela due up for the Express.
Kaylee Stevenson.
And a Parmigiano, she gets it first in time. Round number 1 and gives Ojo boost here to Wilkerson on the mound. And a swing and a miss.
Now batting, the center fielder, number
2 down, and here is Valenzuela. Had the home run in the top of the 1st. Gonna get something going here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th for the Express. It's that one into the stands. And scoots this one up the middle, so he'll be aboard with 2 outs here. Tying Dealer to the plate, 1 for 2 today with a walk. Steeler on Valenzuela. 0-2 whiffer activates for Dealer. Runner going, and runner's in there. Valenzuela moves to scoring position. And strike 3 called. Down goes Dealer. To the bottom of the 7th we go. It's Wentz, Hale, and Rivet Hurls due up for the Lumberjacks.
Number 14, Rodney Wentz.
Two and two. Full count here to Wentz. Just hits it off the edge of his bat. Keller from behind the plate down to dozen rolls in time for out number 1. Arthur Freeman will come into game for the Express. Grounded to first. Dozen rolls will take it himself this time. 2 away for Rivet Hurls.
Number 17, Rivet Hurls.
And strike 3 called on the edge of the zone. Top of the 8th, Express running out of time in this one. Facing off an 0-4 start in their title defense season. Dozen rolls hit well, but straight to center field. Gordon is there. Make an easy grab for out number 1. And a swing and a miss. And the closer will come into the game, Major Ferguson. Try and get the final 4 outs in this one. 1-1 to Nadia Garrison. That 1-2. That's hit well. Into left. Back it goes. It's gone! When the pitcher first comes into the game, the Express can hit a home run off of them. But that's all they've been able to do. And that will make it 8-6. 2 down here. Thomas gets maybe just a tad more uncomfortable. Swing and a miss. Strikeout ends the inning, but it makes it a 2-run game with the solo home run. 8-6, bottom of the 8th we go. And bottom of the order for the Lumberjacks. Eleanor Beard without a hit so far on the season. But I think she's primarily a bench bat. I think she came in for the injury. But she hits this one deep into right. Back it goes. That is gone! First hit of the season is a solo home run to make it a 3-run lead once again for the Lumberjacks. Beard goes 387 feet into right field.
Number 9,
Grounder up the middle from Hinton. In time at first.
the shortstop, number 42, Debonair Parmigiano. Now pitching, Lance Gardner.
Opposing pitcher for the Express will come into the game as well. Two down now here for Higgins. Swing and a miss. And we'll head to the top of the ninth. Last chance for the choo-choo trains. Keller, Stevenson, and Sacred due up.
Catcher number 19, Camila Keller.
Nice diving stop by Hurls across the diamond in time. Nice play, Hurls. One away.
Number 22, Kaylee Stevenson.
Stevenson, though, goes up the middle for a base hit.
Now batting, the
So
right
one on, one out. Sacred to the plate. And he pops it up. Shallow center field. And Gordon will make the grab for out number 2. And here is last chance. It's Valenzuela, 3 for 4 here tonight. A home run and 2 singles. And he's able to scoot that one past the second baseman as that goes into right center. And the Express will bring the tying run to the plate in Pine Dealer. A chance here for the Express with 2 outs in the top of the ninth. Dealer takes strike 1. And he fouls off the next pitch. Whiffer will activate. He is tense as well. Swing and a miss, and the ball game is over. Lumberjacks move to 4-0, and the Express fall to 0-4. 6-9, the final score in this one. Lumberjacks looking dangerous here through the first 4 games of the season. A plus 17 run differential so far on the season. And a nice little 4-0 record. Express actually out-hit the Lumberjacks in this one, 12-10. But can't get the runs up on the scoreboard. It's a bad day from Ortiz, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Valenzuela going 4 for 5. Garrison going 3 for 4. Those are 7 of the 12 hits from the Express. 3 home runs, Valenzuela, dozen rolls, and Garrison. 4 home runs from the Lumberjacks. It was Higgins, Wyatt, Hurls, and Beard. Multiple hit games from just Higgins and Hale. Pitching, loss goes to Foundwood, 4 earned through 4. Another 4 earned for Montez, giving up 2 home runs in her time. Win goes to Oakley. He does go 5 innings of work, 3 earned, with 30 strikeouts, and a save goes to Ferguson. 1 earned through 1 1/3. MVP board, Valenzuela, Wyatt, and Gordon are your MVPs. 3 stolen bases there for Gordon. I wonder if she might actually take the top spot from Faulkner for the time being. Actually want to check because I'm curious. League leaders. Bases. Gordon has taken it, so 3 in that game alone. Looks like it doubled her output for the season and is 1 ahead of Faulkner for the time being, but we will see the Astros later this week. All right, so here is what I'll go ahead and say the game of the night. Moonshots and the Wrong Feelers, both 3-0 teams. Let me just pull up shots. That and sample. More. Okay. Play ball. And okay, we're going to need a suggested lineup here with Dylan in that. Bentley and Samplemore. Here we go. Game number 2 of the night. Already have one team make it to 4-0. We'll have a second from this one. Who will it be? Oops.
Fans are flocking to their seats with the pigeons here at Ciudad de Colores. Mind your step on the sticky floors. It's time for the ball game.
Shots up to bat. Here is Houndstooth. Top 5 draft pick. Hitting .538 so far in the season. Comes to this game already locked in, looking to do some more damage. And he will strike out swinging in the dirt. Throw down to first in time for out number 1 on the drop third strike. That gets placed into center field for a base hit. So 1 on and 1 out here for the Moonshots. Top of the first. Santiano Magana. So it was a 2-1 opening win for the Moonshots over the Monstars. Then they absolutely kicked the snot out of the Dragons, 18-4. As runner is going to get caught stealing here by the pitcher. Velasquez actually making the tag. And up the middle on a 3-0 count, Joseph to Vasquez for out number 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. Sergio Lewis, Colin Homebrew, and Theo Castillo for the wrong fielders.
Number 30, Sergio Lewis.
2-2. Oh, Sergio Lewis is juiced. He pops this one up. The short, Solomon is there. That's out number 1. It's up Homebrew. In his first appearance of the season. A collector here on Samplemore. Pretty solid trait to have here at the bottom of the pitching staff, and gets the strikeout. Or out number 2, Hay Collector and Workhorse. Liner to Hilldown, makes the grab for out number 3. And we have a quiet first inning. We go top 2. 4, 5, 6 for the Moonshots. Allen into right, and just inside the line, it's a fair ball. She'll be aboard with a base hit.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 15, Gander held down.
And Hilldown into center, makes it back-to-back base knocks. Puts a runner into scoring position here for the Moonshots.
The left fielder, number 4, Destiny Richard.
Swing and a miss. Down she goes for out number 1.
Number 12,
Goldor Wells. Fouled back, 0-2. Runner to Vasquez, Vasquez to Joseph, back to first in time for the double play. Gets out of the mini jam, will go bottom 2, and Vasquez seeing the first 2 up. Up the middle, charges Harmstooth and gets it to Benjamin. Route number 1. 3-1 count here to Singh, and he pops it up behind home plate, and will stay in play for Wells. Route number 2. Joseph, though, gets the first hit of the game for the wrong fielders. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss. Will send us to the top of the third. Driver, Solomon, and Houndstooth do it for the Moonshots.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 5, Christine Driver.
For the wrong fielders, it was 10-2 win over the Express here to open up the season. It was 6-4 Sonics over the Sonics. And a 7-1 win over the Dragons, so both teams beating the Dragons fairly handily. Both teams have only given up 7 runs on the season, actually. And in a similar way, actually in just reverse order, Moonshots gave up 1-4-2. The wrong fielders gave up 2-4-1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 25, Matthias Houndstooth.
Moonshots have scored 2 more runs on the season, 25 to the wrong fielders' 23. So very similar starts, actually. Shots again have a couple runners on. Will they be able to cash them in here? Got Tristan Benjamin up to the plate. Fouled off 2-2 to Benjamin. Posed here on Bentley with a full count. Swing and a miss! Big punch out there, 2 away here for Santiano Magana. To the right side, it's a base hit. And that will load the bases and bring Ivy Allen to the plate. She's locked in. RBI here was active. And she swings on the first pitch. Base hit up the middle. 1 run is in. Another one is coming home. Moonshots take the lead. 2-0 on an RBI single from Ivy Allen.
Number 50, Gander Hilldown.
Diving stop by Castillo. The throw in time for out number 3. Moonshots able to cash in this time. 2-0 now as we go bottom 3.
Center fielder, number 4, Will Hogwash.
Hogwash crushes this one. Center field, goodbye baseball. And they cut the deficit in half. 444 for Hogwash, her third home run of the season. It's a 2-1 ball game. Coleman goes up the middle for a base hit. She's aboard. And we'll turn the lineup around here for Sergio Lewis. Swing and a miss, and down he goes.
Designated hitter, number 11, Colin Homebrew.
Homebrew nearly smokes that one, but it's foul. That one into right. And caught on the warning track by Allen for out number 2. Here is Theo Castillo.
41, Theo Castillo.
Foul ball, 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Top of the 4th, it is 2-1. It'll be Richards, Wells, and Driver due up for the Moonshots. And that's into center field for a leadoff base hit for the Moonshots.
Now batting, the catcher, number 12, Golder Wells.
Grounded to Castillo, Castillo to Joseph, and they turn the Dragons special for 6-3.
Number 5, Christine.
2 down now here for Christine Driver. Holy cow, Driver! Center field over the batter's eye. Absolutely blasted 473 feet. It's 3-1 now. That's hit well into right. It's going to be caught by Singh, though, in front of the wall. Out number 3, and it's 3-1 going bottom 4 here. Vasquez, Singh, and Joseph. Some good contacts being made so far here as of late from both sides. And strike 3 called. Samplemore starts him off with a strikeout. His 5th of the game, actually. He is locked in despite giving up the home run last half inning. And a base hit there into left. Like a junior curse there. Popped it up left field, and no one's going to be able to get to it. Bomber's special if I've ever seen one. And runners on first and second.
Number 44, Rosales.
Through the right side, and the wrong fielders will have the bases loaded. And it is Hogwash that will come to the plate. Oh boy. 2-1 to Hogwash. She is locked in. Fouls that one off. 2-2. K Collector on Samplemore. Oh my goodness, that one is gone, and the wrong fielders take the lead. Hogwash's second of the day and fourth on the season gives the wrong fielders the lead. I'm just going ahead and go do this.
Elsa Coleman.
Brought her to Houndstooth. And that's to Benjamin in time for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 30, Sergio.
There is Sergio Lewis at the top of the order. And he hits this one into left, hanging up there. Oh, it's a diving attempt, but they come up empty. Richard couldn't come up with it, and it bounces off the wall. Seen that a couple of times tonight where a fielder attempts to make a dive for it, but they can't quite get up to it. And that's a base hit. That may be another run. They're going to send him. The throw from Allen is going to be good, but not good enough. It's 6-3 wrong fielders.
The second baseman, number 41, Theo Castillo. Now pitching, Harcourt Bowles.
And that will chase Samplemore out of the game. And it's Hardcourt Bowles for the Moonshots.
Scoop up a plate of maki at Ground Roll Sushi, located on level 2. Now batting, the second baseman, number 25, Matthias Houndstooth.
All right, Moonshots trailing for the first time in this one, but they got the top of the order here. Let's see if Houndstooth has anything to say about this deficit. Into center field, but Hogwash, who else will make the grab for out number 1? Drew Hogwash. Can't remember if her first home run was a solo shot or if it was a 2-runner, but at least 4 or 5 RBIs, or it'd be a minimum of 5 with a grand slam and at least 1 from her first home run. 2-2 count here for Magana. He pops this one up. Pullman behind home plate, making the grab for out number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Vasquez, Singh, and Joseph due up for the wrong fielders.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 38, Ariadne Vasquez.
And a strikeout there from Bowles, one away.
The right fielder, number 3, Aiden Singh.
Up to plate comes Singh. One and 1. Foul ball, 1-2. And that one is rocketed into center field. That one is gone. It's 7-3. Wrong fielders using the long ball in this one. They have scored 6 unanswered runs so far here in this one to take a now 7-3 lead over the Moonshots. They have doubled up the Moonshots runs given up so far on the season with 7 in this one. Like we said, the 4 spot in the rotation turning into runs so far aplenty here on the first night of week 4. Strikeout ends the inning, but it's 7-3 as we go top 6. So we had 15 runs in game 1 and 10 runs here in game 2. That's wrong thing. Full count. And that's hit well center field, but will stay in the park in Hogwash. Making the grab there for number 1. That one was hit on the screws, but straight center field. Here is Gander Hill down. Fox Bentley, 5 1/3, 9 hits, but just 3 earned runs and 3 strikeouts so far in this one. This one to short, but no one's able to get up with it. Actually over shortstop's head and down for a base hit.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 4, Destiny Richard.
See if the Moonshots offense can take that as a kickstart here. 1 on, 1 out, top of the 6th, a 4-run game now. 1-2 the count here to Richard. Rounded to third, Rosales to second for 1. Around the horn they go for the Dragons special. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Both teams with 10 hits in this one, but a 4-run difference on the scoreboard. 2-2 here to Hogwash. He is most assuredly locked in and will draw a walk this time. Right side, that one just scoots by Houndstooth. Will be a base hit, and the wrong fielders with 2 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Sergio Lewis to the plate. Two 2-1 here to Lewis. 3-1. We'll count here. The one fouled back. 37 pitches here on Bulls in long relief, and Lewis will draw a walk, and the bases are loaded for the wrong fielders. Nobody is out. Cullen Homebrew to the plate, and the wrong fielders could really put this one away, but Benjamin to home for 1. Back to Benjamin. A huge Dragon special there. 3-2-3 for the double play. 2 outs and no runs scored. Huge double play there for the Moonshots to keep it 7-3. And an 0-2 count to Castillo. Fouled off into the stands, 2-2. Inside for a full count. Third base line, it's a fair ball! Trickles into left field. That clears the bases. 9-3 wrong fielders. Bulls couldn't quite get out of the jam, and he will get pulled. And it's Ernesto Yurt making his first appearance of season 11. Wow. Full count here to Vasquez. And down the first base line, Benjamin with the diving stop flips it to Yurt, who covers for out number 3. Excuse me. But the wrong fielders push the lead up to 6 as we go to the 7th. A score in 4 consecutive innings. This one is popped up into left, and Lewis will make the grab.
The center fielder, number 5, Christine Driver.
Right to Vasquez, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 48, Yauman Solomon.
Here is Solomon, the 9 spot. If anything, you will have at least the top of the order for the Moonshots. From the top of the 8th, the Solomon isn't able to get anything done here. Grounds it to short. Joseph in time to Vasquez for out number 3. And we'll head bottom of the 7th. Singh, Joseph, and Rosales for the wrong fielders.
A right fielder, number 3, Aiden Singh.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Yurt.
The shortstop, number 17, Reese Joseph.
And a swing and a miss. Back-to-back punch-outs for Yurt. 2 away.
Third baseman, number 44, Rush Rosales.
Popped up. Easy 1, 2, 3 inning. We'll go top 8. And here is the top of the order for the Moonshots. Got to get something going here. Down 6 with just 6 outs left.
5, Matthias Hounds 2.
And that's a chopper to Joseph. He's able to stop it. And then time knocks down the speedy Houndstooth for out number 1. That is huge. And tip of the cap to Box Bentley. In comes the long reliever, Knockmore. To Rosales. In time for out number 2.
The designated hitter, number 2, Santiago Magan.
Another chopper. And that's out number 3. Bottom of the 8th we go. Hogwash, Coleman, and Lewis due up.
The center fielder, number 4, Drew Hogwash.
Hogwash into left. That'll be caught by Richard.
Batting, a catcher,
And here is Coleman.
Elsa Coleman.
2-2. High fly ball center field. And this will be caught by Driver for out number 2. Lewis comes up to the plate. Feel like the Moonshots should have brought Yurt in maybe just a little bit sooner. But honestly, still would have been a deficit, but at least a bit more manageable one. It's still 6 as we go top of the 9th.
The right fielder, number 3, Ivy Allen.
Oh, wow. Knockmore is on fire. Grounded to Joseph. That's out number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Here
Number
is
15,
Gander Hill down.
Hill down.
One, two. And strike 3 called.
Now batting.
And the wrong fielders 1 out away from a 4-0 start here in season 11. Off the end of the bat, but no one is going to catch up to that one. It's 2-2 here to Richard. And she goes up the middle. It's a base hit. Keeps Sadine alive here for the Moonshots.
Now batting, the catcher, number 12.
Boulder Wells to the plate. That one's into the stands. It's a 2-2 count. Strike 3 called to the top of the zone. And it's the wrong fielders that win the battle of undefeateds. 9-3 over the Moonshots. Did not see this one coming. The wrong fielders 4-0 to start the season. 8 unanswered runs from the 4th inning on. And without a doubt, your MVP in this one should be Drew Hogwash. 2 for 3, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Singh also with the home run. He went 2 for 4. Joseph 2 for 4. 2 RBIs for Castillo. 12 total hits for the wrong fielders, 11 for the Moonshots. All of the multi-hit games, Allen, Hilldown, and Richards coming from 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Boulder Wells going 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Moonshots had opportunities in this game, just couldn't quite capitalize. Outsuit at the top of the order, just a 1 for 4 day. Loss goes to Samplemore, 6 earned through 3 2/3, 9 hits. 5 strikeouts. Win goes to Bentley, 7 1/3, 10 hits, just 3 earned runs though, 3 strikeouts and a home run. Knockmore went the rest of the way, 1 2/3, 1 hit allowed. MVPs are Hogwash, Singh, and Brox Bentley. A wrong fielder sweep there in game number 2. Excuse me, at the hiccups. So we've got 2 4-0 teams sitting atop of the Heroic Legends division. Before we go into the Sin games, 4-0 wrongfielders, the 4-0 Lumberjacks. Wrongfielders have a 5-run lead towards the run differential, plus 22 compared plus 17 for the Lumberjacks. We flip conferences. We go to the Epic. And we'll see a pair of 1 and 2 teams, Cyclones and the Stingers. Both teams really needing a win here. Either team wanting to fall to 1 and 3. Got okay. Don't think changes from Cyclones. Yep. Double check the Stingers chat. Nope. Injuries. I have another outing. So the Wilder foul. And guess what? We're going to Peril Point again. I think we talked about this last game where the Stingers have a ridiculous home stretch, then a ridiculous away stretch. They play their first 6 games at home, then play all 8 of their away games, and then finish off the first half at home against the Storm and then at home against the Quacks. Both these teams needed a bounce back. Stingers 1 and 2 losses to the Mythic and the Bombers most recently, and then for the Cyclones, they beat the Bombers 1-0, but then lost the Astros 4-8. So that's been their last couple respectively. And we'll see what it has in store for us. Wilder Fowl on the mound for the Stingers. Let's see, last season 8 games started, and he gets the punch out to start things off. A 6.37 ERA, 29 earned runs, and 41 innings. Opponent batting average of .306, a 33-12 strikeout to walk ratio, and gave up 11 home runs last season. So not great numbers at all there from Wilder Fowl. Gets the pop-up, though, left center. That's 2 down. And here is Brielle Bianchi. That's down to center field. Bianchi with a base hit. So both these teams were postseason teams last year. The Cyclones getting the top seed last year, but getting upset by the eventual conference champions Mythic. And it was actually the Stingers that made it all the way to the conference finals that lost to that Mythic team. We'll head to the bottom of the first. So we know from both avenues these teams have the ability, and we saw the ability from the Cyclones during the regular season last year, and then the Stingers' ability in the playoffs last year to get things done, but both teams want to avoid an early panic situation of a 1-3 record. Let's see, on the mound for the Cyclones, we've got Marco Burgess. This is a draft selection, actually, by the Cyclones. He was taken 15th in the 3rd round. Walk there. Solid 4-pitch arsenal. 4-seamer, cut fastball. I believe it's a slider and a change. So a walk and a hit brings up Diggett Suarez with 1 out. Three and 1 to Diggett. Ooh, swung at ball 4. Oh, a swing and a miss. Suarez trying to do a bit too much there, I think, and turned what would have been a free base into a strikeout. 2 down now for Bingo Meha. Slow roller to second. Keller flips to Butts in time. We're out number 3, and we're scoreless after 1.
The first baseman, number 36, Vern Butts.
2 here to Butts. He rockets that one into the stands. Full count to Butts. And Butts into right center, but Huber tracks that one down nicely for out number 1.
Center field, number 80, Chloe Arroyo.
Go here at the 6th spot, just a $167 so far on the season. She is tense. That one will be foul, 2-2. Swing and a miss.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 8, Cade Keller.
2 down with Keller now at the plate. Swings through that one. Oh, and strike 3 called. Couple punch outs for Fowler. We go to the bottom of the second. Prince, Ensign, and Thomas due up for the Stingers.
First baseman, number 17, Nikolai Hens.
Oh, a tough dive. It rolls off the heel of the second baseman and goes into right. So, bit of a misplay there. Allows the base runner to reach
Fielder, number 33,
for the
Fowler
Stingers.
Henson.
And a runner aboard now here for Fowler Henson. On to the third. Evans will go to second for 1, but they can't quite turn the Dragon special. Bit of a slow roller to third, not able to go around the horn in time. One and 2 here to Waylon Thomas. Swing and a miss!
Now batting, a second baseman, number 22, Turner Lloyd.
That one hit into center field. That's going to get down. This could bring home a run. It goes all the way to the wall. They're going to send the runner in home, and the Stingers will take a 1-0 lead. Turner Lloyd, RBI double.
Third baseman, number 93, Emery Correa.
Fouled off by Correa. Right to Keller in time, or right to Keller for out number 3. We'll head to the top of the third. Smiley, Evans, and Ray do up
The catcher,
as the Stingers take a 1-0 lead here. Still fairly early. Neville Smiley to the plate. 364 to start the season for the catcher. Grounds this one to Lloyd. Sticks to Prince for out number 1.
third baseman, number 6.
That brings up Faye Evans. Foul locked in here early. Just one hit given up so far through 2 1/3. Got 3 punch outs under his belt so far. This one blasted into left. Back it goes. That is gone. They got a tie ball game. .389 for Evans, and we're tied up at 1.
Allison Ray.
No longer locked in for foul. And that's a base hit through the left side.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 24, Gwendolyn Davidson.
Davidson up to the plate here. 286 on the season. Pops this one into center field. That'll be caught by Huber, 2 away.
Now batting,
And that brings up Bianchi.
number 13, Real Bianchi.
Runner going. The throw is errant into center field. Huber, though, prevents it from getting behind him. We saw that a couple weeks ago, didn't we? Where throw was into center field and ended up scoring a run. Is it the Liberty who did that? Led the Sonics to score? I think that's what it was. Down into right. That's going to get down and scoot to the wall, and the Cyclones will take the lead 2-1. here in the top of the third.
Designated hitter, number 9, Chili Fowler.
Popped up center field. And the catch will end the inning, but the Cyclones take the lead for the first time here in this one. 2-1 as we go. Bottom of the third, County Huber and Suarez due up.
Designated hitter, number 29, Jet County.
One scoots through the right side and lead-off runner aboard here for the Stingers.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 30, County Huber.
And another one through the right side. Back-to-back base hits for the Stingers.
Now batting, the catcher, number 62, Digit Flores.
So tying run in scoring position here for Digit Suarez. Swing and a miss there, 2-2. Strike three call, top of the zone. And Suarez doesn't like that one.
Bingo, Machia.
I really want to find whoever at Metalhead saw this name, thought it was Majaya, and punched them in the face. That is egregious. Hey-ha, left field that's hanging up there. And Davidson has enough time to track it down for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 17, Nikolai Red.
Here is Prince. Go 2 to Prince. Back to the mound, Burgess. In time to butts for out number 3. Stingers get the first 2 runners to reach, but not able to convert. And we go top 4, still 2-1.
The first baseman, number 36, Vern Butts.
So the only new ballparks that we don't use is, I guess, the Corral now and Castillo Arena. Those are the lone 2 new stadiums from this game that we don't. I thought about using Peril Point here, but I ran a sim and I didn't like the outcome of that game, and so I was like, nah. The one into center field, but Huber with time with the grab for out number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 8, Cade Keller.
One, 2 here to Keller. Keller down the line, and it's going to hook foul. And just out of play, though. Grounded to Lloyd, flips it to Meha. Meha to Prince. In time for the Dragons special. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Henson, Thomas, and Lloyd all due up.
A right fielder, number 33, Fowler Henson. Now batting, the left fielder, number 4, Waylon Thomas.
Ryder to Keller, Keller to Bianchi, and the Cyclones turn a Dragon special of their own. 2 down now here for Turner Lloyd. And strike 3 called. Top of the 5th we go, still 2-1 in favor of the Cyclones. Smiley, Evans, and Ray due up here.
Number 4.
That one hit into left, that one is back, and that one is gone. Cyclones make it 3-1. 4:19 into left. Neville Smiley doubles the lead for the Cyclones.
Number 6, May Evans.
Swing and a miss. Another strikeout here for Fowl. He's at 5 in the 3rd inning. Probably a few more, probably up to around 6 or 7, I'd say. And gets another one, back-to-back Ks. Two down, and here is Davidson. That one's to Neha in time for out number 3. I said it in time again. Why am I saying in time? Bottom of the 5th, top of the order for the Stingers, now down by a pair.
Number 93,
Ray just hitting 143 at the top of the order here. Flips this one into center field. That's down for a base hit.
the designated hitter, number 29, Jet County.
Popped up into right. And that's caught by Ray for out number 1.
Center fielder, number 30, Callie
That down into left, and 2 runners on here for the Stingers. Another chance here, bottom 5th now with just 1 out. Here is Suarez, and Burgess will be done. Kinley Thornton comes in the game for the Cyclones. Already tapping into their bullpen. Right to Kellers, 4-6-3. It's another double play for the Cyclones defensively. We'll go to the top of the 6th.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 13, Real Bianchi.
A lot of double plays in this one from both sides. This one into right. That is going to be caught by Huber.
The designated hitter.
Caught the Huber maneuver, and that's out number 1. Excellent play, taking away extra bases. Roller back to the mound, foul. Comes off of it, throws to Prince in time, 2 away. And that will do it for Fowler. Into the game comes Garlic Mullen. That one is down into left. Thomas cuts it off.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Here is Arroyo, 0 for 2 on the day. Runner going. The throw is not in time. Runner moves into scoring position now. That goes up the middle, a base hit. Will they send the runner? He's going to go home. The throw from Huber is going to be cut off by Prince. 4-1 Cyclones.
Number 8, Cade Keller.
Runner going, and she's safe. And runner back into scoring position for Cade Keller this time. Full count to Keller. Fouls that one off. And that one's through the left side. This may be another run. Thomas, not a great arm, and the throw is not going to be in time. 5-1 Cyclones.
Number 4.
This one is very surprising to me, to be completely honest. I really thought the Stingers were going to show up here. Strikeout there from Smiley to end the inning. 5-1 now as we go bottom of the 6th.
The shortstop, number 4, Bingo Majaya.
Neha into left, but Davidson's there.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 17, Nikolai Prince.
This one popped up into left. Caught by Davidson for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 33, Fowler, and Stagg.
Up the middle, just out of the reach of the second baseman. 2-out base runner here for the Stingers. Brings up the left fielder, Thomas.
Waylon Thomas.
0-2 here to Thomas. Two. Distractor on base. Thornton has no accuracy, and that will be a walk. Puts 2 aboard here. For Turner Lloyd, a chance to get something here for the Stingers. With the distractor, Rucking it's a grounder to Bianchi. In time to Butts for out number 3. Stingers leave a pair stranded. Stingers actually have out-hit the Cyclones so far. It's been a theme of that tonight. The Express out-hit the Lumberjacks, but lost 9-6. Moonshots, I think, only had 1 fewer hits. I think it was 12-11. And you got the Stingers in this one, 9-8, but lead 5-1, and it's an error to lead off the top of the 7th. First baseman did not look it into his glove. The runner reaches. This one is popped up shallow. I mean, can't even call that center field really. It's shortstop Meha making the grab there. So let's see if that error comes back to haunt the Stingers. It's Gwendolyn Davidson up to the plate. I think most of her hits in the season came against that win against the Bombers. She had like 3 or 4 in that game. And strikes out there. Pitch that. In the next batter's box, it looked like. That one will stay foul. 0-2 here to Bianchi. Goes the runner, the throw to second, not in time. Runner moves to scoring position here for Bianchi. Swing and a miss! The error does not come back to bite him. It remains 5-1 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Correa, County, and Huber do up the top of the order for the Stingers.
Number 93, Emery Correa.
Round to short, Bianchi is there. The throw is in time for round number 1. Mojo up here for Thornton.
Number 29, Jets County.
County gets a base hit, his second hit of the game, puts a runner aboard.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 30, Cowie Huber.
Here's a bad man, Huber. 533 on the season. Couple of home runs. They've just been solo shots, though. He's locked in. Fouls it off, 1-2 the count. Thornton approaching 30 pitches here. That's 3 straight fouled off by Huber. Doesn't chase there. Oh, wow. Thornton just 2 pitches. And Patience draws the walk. And it's 2 on, 1 out. Dig it. Suarez to the plate. Suarez 0 for 3 on the night. On to tense, but still a very big bat. Pops it up, foul. Can he come up with it? Smiley able to chase it down for round number 2. The big backstop here at Peril Point, costing the Stingers an out there. And the long reliever Daugherty will come in the game with 2 on and 2 out for the Cyclones. 1-1 the count to Meja. Takes strike 2. Fouled off, 2-2, still the count. This will find the seats. Rocket caught by Bianchi for round number 3. And again, the Stingers leave some runners stranded. We go top 8, 4, 5, 6 for the Cyclones. That's going to be foul. 1-2 the count here to Fowler. Like Mullins still on the mound here. Here for around 2 or 3 innings of relief, I want to say. 37 pitches. Give up his 4th hit of relief. Maybe close to hooking him. He is the long reliever, I should say. Leadoff runner aboard here for Butts, who's locked in, but pops it up behind home plate. And Suarez makes the snag there for round number 1.
Center fielder, number 18, Chloe Arroyo.
One, two to Arroyo in the dirt. And strike 3 called. 2 down now. Here is Cade Keller. Swing and miss. 1-1 to Keller. 1-2. Fouled back by Keller. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Prince, Henson, and Thomas do up for the Stingers. Time starting to run thin here. Both of these teams trying to stop a 1-3 start to the season. Cyclones lead by 4 here late. Strike 3 called. Daugherty with the off speed. Gets that one in the zone for out number 1. Henson with a hit into left. That is deep, and that is over the head of Davidson off the wall. That's going to be a double. Thomas swings at the first pitch. Fly out to Ray in right. Runner will tag. A bit of a closer throw than I expected, but runner 90 feet away here is Turner Lloyd. But he can't scratch that one past, and the Stingers turn away empty-handed once more. Top of the 9th we go. 8-9-1 for the Cyclones. And a swing and a miss for out number 1.
Third baseman, number 6, A. Evans.
Hopped up. Foul territory. Suarez making the ground for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 5, Allison.
Here is Allison Ray. And blast chance for the Stingers, bottom of the 9th. It's at least the top of the order due up.
Third baseman, number 93, Emery Maria.
Up the middle, a diving stop by Bianchi. The throw is not going to be in time, though.
The designated hitter, number 29, Jet County.
Strikeout to make it 1 on and 1 out for Huber. Sorry, I'm typing up a fun fact. 7-1, so that's... Round to the 3rd, this could be it. Heavens to Keller. Keller can't quite turn it. And Suarez will get a plate appearance. And this is into right and should do it. Caught by Ray for out number 3. And the Cyclones win this one. Final score 5-1. They will move to 2-2 on the season. Stingers do out-hit them 9-12. Cyclones able to get it done. Pair of home runs from the bottom of the order for the Cyclones. Smiley going 1 for 4 and Evans going 1 for 4. Was the bottom of the order that knocked the runs home. Arroyo, Keller, Smiley, Evans getting the runs in, and then Bianchi at the 3 spot going 2 for 4 with an RBI. Cyclones did strike out 11 times. No one with more than 2. 12 hits for the Stingers. A lot towards the top of the order. 3, 5, 7 of the 12 comes from Correa, County, and Hooper. And Henson in the 7 spot going 3 for 4. Win will go to Thornton for the Cyclones. 2 and the 3rd. Just 2 hits, 2 walks. Save goes to Daugherty. 2 1/3, just 2 hits and 2 strikeouts. Loss goes to foul. Almost had a quality start, though. 3 earned, 5 2/3, 5 hits, a walk, 5 strikeouts. 2 home runs given up, and then Garlic, Mullen, 2 earned through 3 1/3. And it's Fowler, Henson, Faye Evans, and Marco Burgess on the MVP board. We will jump into our final game of the night. High Rollers, excuse me, one last team looking to start the season 4-0. Unicorns sitting a nice 2-1. Peek in the chat. We do have a Donut Boy lurking. Up to the High. Oh, there's already a message in the High Rollers chat. All right. I'll stay put here, see if there's any lineup changes for the High Rollers. To my screen. All right, typing. Zimmerman pitching. All right, sub in Sawyer for Davidson. For Davidson, substitute Sawyer. Valenzuela for Randall. Like this. Yep, play ball. Okay, things look fine for the Unicorn. Here. Close to getting Geist Rogers back, so I'll just leave this one suggested lineup in for the Unicorns. Got Lucio Panther on the mound. All right, final game of the evening. Unicorns and the High Rollers as we go to Whacker's Wheel. Hopefully I can be right back. I need to get a drink before this game starts.
The fans are ready to go at Whacker's Wheel. Let's do the baseball thing.
Didn't miss the start.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 5, Judd Armstrong.
So the High Rollers starting the season off on a bit of a travel streak. Got to play the Storm at home to start off the season. Won that 5-0. Their next 4 games will be on the road.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Traveling to the Quacks, the Serpents, the Unicorns, and the Stingers. Back-to-back games here for the High Rollers at Whacker's Wheel here, actually. Just 2 runs given up on the season so far by High Rollers pitching. Mentioned 5-0 against the Storm, 9-1 against the Quacks, and then 4-1 against the Serpents. Couple quick outs here, though, for the High Rollers offensively.
Number 16.
It's up Charlie Merritt. Foul ball, 1-2. Swing and a miss. On to the first we go. It's Hayden, Havbutter, and Schaefer for the Unicorn.
The second baseman, number 33, Jamie Hayden.
Got run table Zimmerman on the mound here for the High Rollers. That's going to be a base hit to start things off for the Corns. For the Unicorns, they suffered a loss to start off the season, 6-2 to the Mythic, and were able to double dip a couple of weeks ago. Unicorns had off last week because they double dipped week 2 and beat the Serpents 8-5, and then had to come back late against the Diamond Jacks. Won that one 12-11. Walk-off home run from, I think it was Avbutter, I think. The Unicorns, not a team to overlook here. 2-1 start. Only losses to the Mythic, who have started off the season 3-0. A lot of capability from the Unicorn side of things. Got Schaefer up to the plate. And he strikes out, swinging one away. Chance for the Unicorns to strike first here. First 2 runners reached. Sierra to the plate. Runners are going, and that's going to get down. That should bring home a run. RBI single, and it's 1-0 Unicorns here early. Left side, deep in the hole is Maloney. Only able to get the runner at second. Runner from third goes home to score. And it's 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Out ball here from Garrett. One hops to Hickman. 2 Rosales in time for out number 3. We'll head to the top of the first. Unicorns plate a pair. 2-0 as we go to the top of the inning. 4, 5, and 6. Slow start to the season here from Miles Hickman. Just a $182. No home runs so far, but does have a pair of RBIs. He's currently 10th. 2-2 count here from Panther. Swing and a miss.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 56, Sawyer.
Take a look at the stats last year from Lucio Panther. 8 games started, was a 3-2 record, a 3.71 ERA, and a 1.19 WHIP. 18 earned runs through 43 2/3 innings. This gives up a walk there to Sawyer.
The center fielder, number 2.
1 on and 1 out. Opponent batting average of .256. 42 strikeouts to 8 walks. Only gave up 8 home runs on the season. So pretty solid numbers there for someone who is sitting in the 4th spot in the rotation for the Unicorns. Full count here to Kylie Lloyd. And that's back-to-back walks given up by Panther. Here is Brickley Valenzuela. That one to short. Schaefer just able to stick his glove out, make the grab there for out number 2. April Rosales comes up to the plate. 364 so far here in the early season. A pair of home runs, 4 RBIs. Trying to cash a couple in here for the High Rollers. Try to tie this game up here, top 2. 1 and 2 the count from Panther. Swing and a miss! Panther pitches around the couple of walks he gives up and keeps it 2-0 going to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the order here for the Unicorns. Let's take a look at Zimmerman. Also 8 games started on the year, and another really good pitcher sitting in a 4th spot for the High Rollers. A 2.7 ERA last year, and a 1.07 whip. Was 4-3 though. Just 14 earned runs through 46 2/3. Opponent batting average of .251. 36 strikeouts to just 4 walks allowed, and only 5 home runs surrendered on the year. So some really strong pitchers on both sides here in this one at the 4 spot in the rotation. That's a well-hit ball. Right center field. That one is gone, and the Unicorns make it 3-0. 418 feet from Hampton, his 4th home run on the season, and it's 3-0 Unicorns.
Jamie Hayden.
And that's another one into right. It's hanging up there, doesn't have the distance. It's gone as well! Unicorns go back-to-back, and it's 4-0. Jaden's first home run of the season, 4-0 Unicorns.
Jelly have butter.
Ground out to end the inning, but another pair for the Corns. 4-0 going to the 3rd.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 5,
Nala
Maloney.
That's a strike.
A swing and miss, a strikeout for Panther to start off the 3rd.
Fielder, number 5, John Longstop.
5 Ks from Panther. As we go back to the top of the order for the High Rollers, long stop into right center. Back that one goes, and that one is still in the building somehow.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 23.
Don't know how that one differed from, I guess it bounce it took. That one bounced further into the stand, where that one bounced, took a hop along the wall and bounced back into play. So instead of it being a solo home run, it's a double.
Now batting,
It's 2 down now for Charlie Merritt.
60,
Charlie Merritt.
Merritt into center field. They're going to send the runner. Halfbutter has a good arm. Oh, no, it wasn't in time. It was close.
second baseman, number 11, Miles.
But the run will score just barely under the tag, and the High Rollers are on the board. It was a really good throw, but just enough speed to beat it out. So home run or not, a run on the board for the High Rollers. 4-1 with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. Taking Panther from locked in down to neutral. And a swing and a miss to end the inning, though. And we will go bottom of the 3rd. It's Schaefer, Sierra, and Conrad for the Corns.
The shortstop, number 26, Quincy Schaefer.
Schaefer into right center. Hangs up there just enough for Lloyd to track it down. Good speed on Lloyd. Taking away extra bases.
Woodland Sierra.
One hop to Maloney. 2 Rosales in time for out number 2.
The catcher, number 51, Martha Conrad.
Another one to short. Maloney in time for out number 3. Zimmerman puts up a 0 for the first time this game, and we go to the top of the 4th. Sawyer, Lloyd, and
Fielder, number
forgot
56,
who was behind Lloyd.
Max
Sawyer.
Routed right to Hayden. And that's in time to Hampton, 1 round.
The center fielder, number 2, Kylie Lloyd.
Other one to Hayden, but he makes the catch this time.
Capture number 16.
Here is Brickley Valenzuela.
That's a strike. The right.
And Hayden will do it all this half inning. It's a quiet, it's not. Bottom of the fourth we go. I was going to say it was a quiet half inning for both sides, but staggered in half innings. Bottom of the third, top of the fourth.
Cards inside. That's a strike.
Batting, the left fielder, number 21, Lawson Glenn.
That one is rocketed into left, but long stop able to track it down. Route number 2, and that brings up Jasper Pugh.
23, Jasper Pugh.
That's outside.
Rounder up the middle, and Pugh will be aboard with a pair of outs. There is Vinny Hampton.
Vinny Hampton.
4 home runs on the year so far, 5 RBIs. So not many runners are aboard when he hits them. It's under this one, but straight away center field, not deep enough, and Lloyd will make the grab. Route number 3, we go top of the 5th. The 8, 9, and 1 job here for the High Rollers. Gonzalez 0 for 1 so far here tonight.
That's a strike. Strike.
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
That's high.
Swing there. Swing and a miss, but that one gets away from Conrad, but gets the throw to first in time. That one was a bit closer.
Number 5.
Ala Maloney.
No ball. No.
Loney tucked away here at the 9 spot. It's not a bad hitter numbers-wise. I mean, looks like she's in like the 60s, 70s on things, but hitting by about 0-50 on the season with that ground out.
Judd Long.
If offensive shortstop could be on the table for the High Rollers come the trade window. That's a 1-2-3 inning bottom of the 5th. Golly, come on, get with it. The top of the order for the Unicorns. Jamie Hayden 2 for 2, a home run and a single.
33, Jamie Hayden.
Here's the second part of the back-to-back home runs. He just misses the line. And a swing and a miss. He's retired for the first time tonight.
The center fielder, number 8, Shelly Halfbutter.
Strike. Ball. That's foul.
1 and 2. Fouled off.
Ball. That's outside.
Strike
Strike.
3 called. 2 down, and here is Schaefer.
26, Quincy Shepard.
Those dueling middle infielders towards the top of the draft statistically have not really turned out, but Schaefer does get a base hit there. Schaefer with probably about a 170 batting average now, and his counterpart,
Number 24, Woodland Sierra.
Chill Radical, also hitting low 200s, but I guess
Strike.
it's counteracted by Matthias Houndstooth hitting about 460. Considering that last game, he came into the last game hitting over 500, but they had a 1-for-4 game there. Ding hail, so the negatives outweigh the positives with the middle infielders so far, at least in that first round. Really only Bingo Meha
The third base
kind of balances out, so it's
23.
2 positive, 3 negative so far. Still a 4-1 ball game here in the top of the 6th. Rounded to Hampton. He'll take it himself for out number 1.
The designated hitter, number 60.
Here is Charlie Merritt. Charlie Merritt, center field, back it goes, and that one is gone. No doubt about that one. And that makes it a 4-2 ball game. Merritt, his 3rd home run of the season, makes it 4-2.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 11, Miles Hickman.
Be an interesting race for Rookie of the Year. There are a lot of offensive bats so far this season that really can make a name for themselves for
Now batting, the
Rookie of the Year, and Merritt has
number
definitely been
56,
one of them.
Axe Sawyer.
Ball, that's inside.
Slow roller, and Panther couldn't handle it, and the runner is safe, so an infield hit here
Fielder, number
turns
2.
the order around, and they'll pull Panther. Wow. They'll pull Panther. Into the game comes Cam Martinez, making his first appearance of the season. And with the tying run at the plate, that one's right to Schaefer, though, for out number 3. And we go bottom of the 6th, 4-2 the score here. 5, 6, 7 Unicorns not been able to do anything offensively since that bottom of the 2nd. Zimmerman been able to turn things around a bit. 7 hits for Zimmerman, 5 and a 3rd this catch. 4 earned, 3 strikeouts. And only 64 pitches. So despite 4 earned runs, he's been very efficient.
Number 21, Lawson.
Grounded to Rosales, and that's another quick inning of work. We go top 7 here. 7, 8, and 9 the bottom of the order here for the High Rollers, trailing by 2.
Number 16.
Trying to be the 3rd 4-0 team here to start off the season. High fly ball left field. This will be caught by Flan for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 54, April Gonzalez.
Ball, that's inside.
Rosales loops that one into center field. She'll be aboard and bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting,
It's Maloney once again.
number 5, Nala Maloney.
Stays in the game to take the plate appearance. Oh, Maloney! Into left! It's going to be a tie ball game! Oh, 77 to start off the season, but a 2-run home run to tie the game at 4.
The left fielder, number 5, Judd Longstop.
From 0 to hero, and it's a brand new game here in the top of the 7th.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 23.
Going to the bullpen a bit early has backfired for the Unicorns. They've blown another lead later in the game. Mentioned earlier with that blown game against the Diamond Jacks where they had a big lead, blew it in the 9th, had to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th to
Ball, that's outside.
take back the win. And this is going to be another Bomber special in the left. The go-ahead run for the High Rollers is in scoring position for none other than Charlie Merritt. Grounded to short, Schaefer to Hayden. Hayden to Hampton in time for the Dragons special. And we are tied going to the bottom of the 7th, 4 apiece. Pugh, Hampton, and Hayden due up for the Unicorns, trying to retake the lead. But like I mentioned, Unicorns have done basically nothing since the bottom of the 2nd inning. So much so that Zimmerman has found himself to locked in after giving up 4 earned runs through 2 full innings. And he's already got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Wow. He only threw 5 pitches. And we're to the 8th.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 11, Miles Hickman.
Oh, that ball's low. No, outside. Strike.
Pressure building here. We're 3 out of 4 tiers.
Ball 4, take your base.
And that's going to be a lead-off walk for the High Rollers.
Now batting, the right
Let's throw
fielder,
go-ahead run aboard here for Axe Sawyer.
There's a strike. No, inside ball.
He just has allowed 5 base runners in just an inning and a third. And that's into right, and it's another bomber special. 2 on, nobody out for the High Rollers. And Kylie Lloyd to the plate.
Lloyd.
Locked in, 0 for 2 so far on the game. But boy, howdy, you almost want no one else to take this plate appearance, but she pops it up. Infield fly is called, caught by Schaefer for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher,
That will bring up that brings in Davidson, pulling Valenzuela. That one's to Hampton. Grabbed it for out number 2 at the hot corner.
baseman, number 54.
Had a chance at a double play, but couldn't come up with it. It's 2 down now for Rosales.
It's outside.
Pressure is all the way up here, top of the 8th, with a tie game. Almost found the bag at third. Up the middle, that's a base hit. They're going to keep the runner at third. Learn from the first time that Halfbutter has a strong arm in center. The bases are loaded for Maloney. Last time up, hit the they pull her! Joe Espinoza. RBI hero, but choker. A wickedly devious trait, a pair of traits to have on a pinch hitter coming into the game. Foul ball, 1-2 the count. K neglector on Martinez. That one's over the head of the third baseman. Down into left. The High Rollers take the lead. 2 will score at 6-4.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 5, Judd Longstop.
6 unanswered now for the High Rollers, and they have their first lead of the game. Martinez was not the correct answer. Pants Vargas comes in, and he gives a base hit into center. 7-4.
Now batting, the third
And the bullpen for the Unicorns falls apart once again. Rounded to first will end the inning, but the Unicorns find themselves in an all too familiar situation as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Trailing now by 3. 2, 3, and 4 due up. Randall will get brought into the game, as well will Frank McGregor. Oh my, a lot of defensive adjustments there. Zimmerman still in the game, starting off the 8th here. Still at a fantastic pitch count. Rounded to short. Tygo is there. The throw is in time for round number 1.
Now pitching, Elliott.
And into the game comes the big man himself, the only S-ranked player in the SSBL, Elliott Duncan. Don't think we've seen Duncan since game number 1 against the Storm, where he had to come in long relief for the injured to the starter. I think he got the win in that game. Looking to try and get a save here. Does give up a base hit to the first one. He sees down the line and left. That's off the wall. Oh, whoa, the runner hung up a bit. Oh, but it doesn't cost them. It was a wide turn. They froze a bit, heading to third. Still went to third after they held up and just were able to get there. And it's runners at the corners for the Unicorns and only 1 out. Martha Conrad to the plate. Tying run here represented in Conrad. That's in the dirt. It was a swinging strike there. Rosales can handle it, and both are in scoring position here for Conrad. Fouls that one back, 2-2. Swing and a miss! Huge strikeout there, 2 away for Samara Garrett now. 0 for 3 tonight, but does have a .375 batting average and 6 RBIs on the season. That one is behind the plate and out of play. That one's into the stands and out of play. 0-2 to Garrett. Swing and a miss! Back-to-back punch-outs from Duncan with 2 runners in scoring position, and we go to the top of the 9th.
Designated hitter, number 16, Charlie Merritt.
That's a strike. Strike. High ball.
1-2 here to Merritt. Puts that one to the stands.
Nope, low. That's high.
Swing and a miss.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 11.
Strikeout for
Miles
Vargas. And that's a base hit up the middle.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 56.
Max Sawyer, 2 for 3 in his first start of season 11.
Nope, high.
Actually locked in currently. And he puts one up the middle, and it's 2 on and 1 out for the High Rollers, trying to pad their 3-run lead.
Center fielder, number 2, Kylie Roy.
The right.
Quite a bit of a chopper back to the mound. Vargas comes off of it. To Hampton in time for out number 2, but the High Rollers now
Number 26.
with a pair in scoring position here for Frank McGregor, taking his first at-bat of the season as well.
The right.
1-1 to McGregor. That one's to Schaefer, who makes the grab for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 9th. 7-4 the score. Bottom of the order due up here for the Unicorns. Lawson Flan 0 for 3 and 091 so far on the season. Has to face Elliott Duncan.
Too low.
Fouls that one off. It's a 1-2 count. Up the middle. Hickman comes over. Throw is in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the
Jasper Pugh.
number 23, Jasper Pugh.
No, outside. Low ball.
Pugh right to Hickman. In time to McGregor for out number 2. And the last chance for the Unicorns. It's Vinny Hampton 1 for 3 today with the home run.
Nope, is that ball?
Foul ball 1-1. Strike 3 called, and the High Rollers pull off the comeback to move to 4-0 on the season. Final score 7-4. And the Unicorns tempted fate once too many times there. Blew it late and did not have the ability to draw it back. High Rollers clearing the bench in this one. 14 hits for them. Top of the order, Longstop 3 for 5. Merritt 2 for 5. Home run. Also a home run from Maloney. That one was a huge one that tied the game up. Sawyer going 3 for 4. Rosales going 2 for 4. 9 hits for the Unicorns. Hayden, Schaefer, and Sierra all going 2 for 4. Hayden scoring a pair of runs. He had a home run, as did Hampton. Win goes to Zimmerman, despite giving up 4 earned runs through the first 2 innings. Absolutely locked things down late and gets the win. Save goes to Duncan. 1 2/3, just 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. Loss goes to Martinez. 5 earned through 2. Lucio Panther did pretty well, got pulled. Just 2 earned through 5 2/3 was 1 out away from the quality start there. Then Vargas going the last inning and a third. MVP board, it's Charlie Merritt, Jamie Hayden, and Nala Maloney. And that will wrap things up here. High Rollers with the huge come-from-behind victory to move to 4-0. And we've got 3 teams sitting at that record before we head into the Sims next week. And we'll start the stream off tomorrow night with one more team looking to jump to 4-0. It's the Mythic and the Quacks. Let's see. Quacks Mythic, Area 51 Liberty, Bombers Storm, and Retrievers and the Knights. So another big night tomorrow night. Got 1 2, 3-0. You've got the Liberty at 1 3, or 1 2, and Area 51 at 1 2. Bombers 2-1, Storm 1 2. And then 2-1 versus 2-1 at the end of the night, Knights and Retrievers. So some big games tomorrow night as well. That will do it for me here tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. A great set of games here in this evening. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all tomorrow night. Until then, everyone, have a good rest of your evening. Bye-bye.